my channel. In today's SQL interview question, we are going to solve a very interesting problem, how to split data from one table into three different tables in a round robin fashion. Okay, actually this is a very common tricky interview question, and also whenever we are working in the real time project also it is very required. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first we need to see our problem statement. So if I see here, the problem statement you can see here in our input table is table A. Okay, and the table A having the value like 1, 3, 6, 7, 10, 16, like until 19 and so on. Like think about there is millions of record also in there in the table A. But what exactly we are expecting, because our expected output is like we have three target table. One is table 1, one is table 2 and one is table 3. So we need to split the data, means we need to distribute the data. So whenever you will see here the first record, because the first record should go to table 1, the second record needs to go to table 2, the third record needs to go to table 3. So again repeating the cycle, the 7 record needs to go table 1, 10 record needs to go table 2, 14 record needs to go table 3. Again in the cycle repeat, 16 record needs to go table 1, 18 record needs to go table 2, 19 record needs to go table 3. So this is the like so on, there is millions of record like this, the data is there and the repeating. So this is the repeating way in a cycle we need to distribute our data into our target table, right? So as you can see how we need to achieve this, correct? As per our requirement or problem statement, you can see table 1 already, the like 1 7 10, the like the record is inserting from here. Table 2 here the value is inserting 3 10 18 record here. Table 3 value 6 14 19 record here. So how we can achieve it, correct? So let's go and solve it. So for solving is, as I already created the table A, so I already inserted the data from here. Actually you can see some dummy data I inserted 1 3 6 7 until 19 record I inserted, and even I created the our target table, table 1, table 2 and table 3. You can see there is no data for now, but we'll after solving we can see how the data is moving from there. Okay, so we can solve it, because to solve this we will use two SQL functions. One is row number, another one is mod. By using two functions, then only we can solve it. Row number means this gives a unique sequence number to each row for our input table. Okay, so for example I can see, for example you can see here, if you see the value like 1 to until 9, there is 9 records. So row number basis you can see 1 to total 9 record you can see, correct? So here then again we are using the mod function to decide which table each row goes to. But how does mod work? Let's understand mathematically. So mathematically means, first of all if you see here the example table, you can see here the number is like suppose x until 0 to 9. So mod is we are using the 3. 3 in the means divided by 3. Divided by 3 means what is the x0 divided 3. The quotient, whatever the quotient we are getting, that is the 0. And whatever the remainder we are getting 0. And mod x of 3, that is 0. And based on that, so on until if you see 9, based on that suppose 1 divided 3, quotient is 0 and remainder how we are getting. Whatever the remainder we are getting, based on that we are fetching those records in our target table. Suppose 0, it will moving to our target table 1. Suppose remainder it was getting 1, then it will moving to our table 2. So if reminder thing like that 2, then it will moving to our target table 3. The cycle is repeating this way, and we are just like we are mathematically also needs to understand how the mod and 3 also how it was working in the particular record basis. Okay, so that we are going to use like mod row number minus 1 comma 3, because if reminder equal to 0, then it is sent to table 1. If reminder equal to 1, then it is sent to table 2. If reminder equal to 2, then sent to table. This is the way we will inserting our data to our target table. Okay. Now let's implement this in SQL. How we need to do? Already I have created the table. As you can see here, I already created the table A, because the table data having 19 until 1 to 19 data, and table already the target table I created, but there is no data actually. So we will insert the data, because we are just moving the data how we need to do. So first of all, I will be using insert into table using row number plus method. Okay, let's start. So insert all. The condition also we can write when, as I explained to you how the mod function is working, because we are doing row num minus 1. Okay, row num minus 1 comma 3 equal to 0. As we understood, there whatever the reminder it will be giving, we need to keep that way. Then into table A, values value. So all those colors, because 3 records we have to, based on our logic we have to do. So row num minus 1 3, then we have to change it the value 1, and then 2, then into here like our table 2, and here table 3, you can see the values we did it. Then next come to insert into select statement, right? So what we'll do, select as our column is value, then row num from select value, row number, row number over order by val, and value as we are giving alias as row num from our table, from from which table, our like already our, this is our source table. From this source table data we are moving to our target table. Okay, then we are doing just closing, then after that we will do commit. Let's run this query. The 9 rows inserted and commit also completed. Okay, let's check the data is inserted or not. Okay, fine. I already wrote the checking query, so I don't need to write again here. So I just wanted to copy paste from here. If you see here, right, I use a table because T1 as table value, because in, if you will see the table 1, there is only value column. You can see the data is inserted already count with, but as at a time we can see check it, the data is inserted or not. T1 you can see T1 17 16, T2 3 10 18, T3 6 14 19. This is the way, means we can insert our data, because this gives us the round robin split exactly as we expected. Okay, so that's how we can distribute rows from one table into multiple tables using row number and mod in Oracle SQL. This is a very handy tricky for interviews and for your lifetime project when you want to partition large amount of data evenly. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more SQL interview questions. See you in the next video. Thank you all of you.